welcome to What's New to You. Today, I'm going to show you how to make stuffed cabbage casserole. Healthy year, healthy you, new year, new you. So follow me and let me show you what kind of ingredients we're going to need, okay? For the stuffed cabbage casserole, we're going to need 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of ground beef. We're going to need cabbage. We're gonna need 1 onion. We're gonna need some shredded cheese. And we're also gonna need some tomato sauce and tomato paste to make our sauce. So in order to make our tomato sauce, we're gonna need basil, parsley, and cilantro. As you can see here, my favorite ingredients. Already pre-cut, done, ready to go. We have some tomato sauce, we have some tomato paste. We're also gonna need 1 onion or a shallot, whichever one you want, just a very small one for flavor. Mrs. Dash, the steak one, okay, salt-free, and also some oregano. This is how to make the sauce, and I will show you how to make the sauce step by step. We're gonna brown our meat in the pan, and I will show you how to do that as well. And this is the rest of the ingredients. As I said, cabbage, thyme, 1 large onion or medium size depending on your taste, some paprika, and some garlic. All right, so let's get started. Welcome back. Step number 1, this is what we're gonna make. We're gonna make the sauce that's gonna go on our cabbage, and we can use this sauce for spaghetti, we can use it for anything that we want, okay? So I do have tomato sauce right here. So I'm gonna use, I just have a half a bottle, so I'm just gonna use whatever I have in here. I'm gonna go ahead and empty that. We're gonna fill up the bottle with water. I'm gonna mix it so we can get all the sauce that's in there. This is just pretty much regular tomatoes, softened and crushed. You know, and you can use any other tomatoes if you want, whichever one you prefer. So that's our amount for the tomato sauce. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and use some tomato paste so that way the sauce is not very watery. We will go ahead and use about half a tube, maybe 1/4, so not too much. And this is just condensed tomato sauce, so it's tomato paste. I think we have enough in here. About half of the tube. Actually, this tube is amazing. We found it at the dollar store and it was $1, so you do not need to pay $2 or $3 at the regular grocery store. You can pick it up at the dollar store if you'd like. The next thing we're gonna do is we have 1 onion, a small onion. We're gonna go ahead and chop that up. And I am gonna cheat. So I am going to use a little mixer to chop it very quickly. So you can see with me, I got my little mixer right here. Okay. And all I'm going to do, some people don't like to see onions in their sauce, but here we go. Just chop that up. Grab a spatula. Back. Here we go. If you like onions, put onions. If you don't, you can go ahead and bypass it. It's just the flavor will be a little bit different. But I love using onions because it's healthy for you, and and it changes the flavor of the food. It's an amazing flavor. So with that said, the next ingredient that we're gonna use, we have some oregano right here. We're gonna go ahead and use some oregano. About a tablespoon. Also gonna use some Mrs. Dash for steak, because you could use this sauce. Since we're using beef, you can use it about another tablespoon. I always eyeball everything. That's how my mom showed me. All right, so the first favorite ingredient that we're gonna use, because this is tomato sauce, we're gonna use some basil. Very little bit, not too much, just a pinch. Okay, just to give it some flavor. We do not want to make it powerful. Cilantro, it's very good for you, so I will go ahead and use a little bit more. Okay, about a tablespoon. And then the same thing for parsley. We're gonna go ahead and use about a tablespoon. All right, now that we have all our ingredients, so we're gonna use our salt and pepper to season to flavor. 1 teaspoon or salt, depending on your flavor. And a little bit of pepper. I do like using white pepper. Okay, it's just a little bit. Okay, white pepper goes a long way. It's very strong. And we're gonna mix all our ingredients. And this is step 1. We're gonna cook this to a boil and turn the heat down to a simmer. It smells so good. As you can see. I'm going to keep an eye on this. When it boils, we definitely want to bring it down to the lowest level, which is, if you have an electric oven, electric stove, to low, 1 or 2, most likely. I like it on low. If you want a quick one and faster, you can do it at 2 and let it simmer, and then use it once it's very warm. Okay, so it's gonna bubble. And once it bubbles, then we have to reduce the heat. Once it comes up to a boil, we have to reduce the heat. All right. So we will go to step number 2 right now. I'm back. And this is step number 2. Now we are gonna do the ground beef. So we have to go ahead and cook the ground beef separately. And if there's any water, we'll go ahead and drain it and keep that separate. I have my pan on high. Just picked up some ground beef, freshly ground this morning. And we're gonna get a mashed potato masher, and we're gonna go ahead and work that out and break it down, so that way it cooks down, and you can use it in the cabbage casserole. Just go ahead and keep mashing it like you're making tacos or something. So I use the same thing. I use this tool, is amazing. I use it for avocados, mashing avocados, mashing potatoes, cooking beef for tacos, and just wait for it We're not gonna go ahead and season it right now. We're gonna let it cook first and drain it. And then if there's any seasoning, we will go ahead and add it. All right, so I'll be right back. You can see we're browning our ground beef. You see it bubbling. Once it finished browning, we'll go ahead and take away all that juice. We'll put it in a little colander and drain it, okay? But we want to cook it and brown it well. Browning our beef, and we're going to go ahead and drain it just in case there's excess fat. And you can see here I have a colander with a bowl, so we're going to transfer that over. We're going to lower I can smell the sauce bubbling and boiling, so I'm going to reduce the heat. Portions, okay? Making sure we let it drain. We can get rid of all the excess sauce. I'm going to go ahead and wipe my pan from all the oil residue. And step number 3. We're going to go ahead and chop the onion. To make the sauce for our stuffed cabbage right now. Chop it very thinly. My little gadget. Okay, it's done. We go ahead and transfer it into my pan and cook it for about 5 minutes. My sauce is boiling. My ground beef is ready. And my onions are cooking. In our onions and tomato sauce, I'm going to take the liberty to go ahead and prepare the head of cabbage. And we do want it thinly sliced. So we're going to remove the first couple layers of the cabbage, and we're going to cut it in half. Careful, do not cut your hands. It is very hard. Okay. So now that we have it cut, we're gonna go ahead. You can cut it depending on how you want. You can shred it very thinly slices. Such as like this, and you separate them and put them in the bowl. So that way they're bite sizes. Or if you think that this is long, you can cut it in half. So I think it's long, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half. So that way they're bite sizes. When you pick them up, you don't have to slurp them like spaghetti. Very thinly sliced. And we're going to check on our tomatoes, tomato sauce, and our onion, and see how they're doing. We cooked our onions a little bit too long. Delivery to go ahead and get the onion ready for our next step. We're just going to go ahead and dice it. Browning, just toss them around. So I'm going to set up the timer for 5 minutes, so that way I do not forget. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the liberty of getting my cabbage ready. So we take the cabbage, we cut it in half, and then we quarter it, and we just go ahead and dice it very thin. So it's pretty much chopped cabbage, okay? So you want it bite sizes, so when you reach in for the food, you can just pick it up with the fork in your mouth and you don't have to cut it. So it makes it really easy. so much time saving from making the stuffed cabbage. I used to make that and it was very time consuming. So this recipe should not take you very long. And as you get it, you just go ahead pretty much, and as you can see here, you just go ahead and shred it into the bowl. I have made the other half earlier. And as you're adding it, and if there's any big pieces like this, you just take your knife and you just cut them very small slices if you like that, those hard pieces. I do. And add them to your mixture. There you go. We have our cabbage. It's ready to go. And as I'm pushing the cabbage, I will shred it more, okay? So let's go check on our onions right now and see where we are. All right, so we have everything pretty much ready. We have our ground beef, we have our cabbage, we have our tomato sauce cooking, and we're just waiting on the onions to cook a little bit more. And we're gonna go ahead and while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and start adding our, we're getting ready to add our seasoning. So we're going to do half a teaspoon of thyme. Okay? That. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of paprika, and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic. This is another one of my favorites. You know, it's ready to go. You don't have to mince it. You just go ahead and be generous with the garlic. It's okay. It never hurts. As we mix everything, we continue cooking the onions for another 2 minutes. Turn that off. And we're going to continue cooking the spices for about 2 minutes. So everything gets nice and flavorful. Just make it one layer. Your pan is too big like mine. all the little flavors is bubbling right here. We're gonna go ahead and add all our ground beef. As you can see, look, I removed all the fat or all the water that was in there. So you do not want to have this in your food, okay? So my timer is done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix all my beef with the onions. Oh my goodness, you gotta smell that aroma. It's so good. Now remember, you do not need to put any oil. You do not need to add any sugars or anything because we are making a healthy meal for our family. Okay, so now this is completely mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the tomato sauce, okay? About 1 cup. 2 cups. 3 cups. Let's mix it up and see where we are right now. How is everything coming along? Thyme gave it that wonderful flavor, wonderful smell. I love that smell. I think we might have to add 1 more or 1/2 cup of the tomato sauce before we can go into our next step of making this healthy meal for your family, guilt-free, 2020. Here we go. Losing weight, staying healthy. It's really not that difficult. Maybe time consuming a little bit, but if you prep everything ahead of time, you should be fine. All right, so let's add a 1/2 cup of the tomato sauce, okay? Did not fill it up all the way. We're good. And also, I'm going to share a secret with you today. So don't go away. Stay tuned. We have 2 more steps and we're ready to go. All right, my next secret is, okay, at this point, once the meat is bubbling, they recommend for you to add rice. Most of stuffed cabbage is made with rice. However, because we are trying to stay healthy and we're trying to achieve the same flavor and the same taste, here's what I did. This looks like rice. It's not rice. It is cauliflower rice. And now that the mixture is bubbling, we're gonna go ahead and add it. And our next step and last step is to assemble this dish in a glass dish or in a corningware. So we want to make sure everything is mixed completely. Now it is on low. I didn't turn the heat off, but I want to make sure keep everything mixed and flavorful. And as I'm doing that, if I need some tomato sauce, I will add a little bit more, but I don't think we're gonna need any more tomato sauce, okay? So. Now we can either transfer it to a bowl or we can keep it here and just assemble everything together and put it in the oven. 350 degrees for about 40 minutes, okay? But watch what we're gonna do. So let's try to assemble this right now. All right, our first task is we're gonna go ahead and take the cabbage and we're gonna line it up. It's like a lasagna style, but it's stuffed cabbage, okay? We're gonna make layers. This is the first layer. We're gonna go ahead and add some more cabbage. I take these large pieces that do not wanna shred. I think we might need 2 dishes. I think this casserole is too small for my ingredients. Okay. As you can see. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and cover it up. With our glass dish. Then we're gonna put it into the oven for 40 minutes, 350 degrees, okay? So follow me. Set up the timer for 40 minutes. Okay, and walk away. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and make the second one, and I will do it now. Welcome back. Now that our stuffed cabbage is done, let me take you toward the next and the last step of this dish. So I'm gonna turn off the oven. Well, like I said, 350 for 40 minutes. And actually what I decided to do is I went ahead and put some aluminum foil on the dish before I put it on, just so that way it traps all the heat and it cooks really well. Okay. And I actually made 2. So this is the second casserole as well. So let me put this aside. All right, let's find out. How is it looking? It's gonna look amazing and delicious. Ooh. Let's look at it. It looks really good, not too dry. It's perfect. And here's what we're gonna do. The next and the last step is we're gonna get some shredded cheese, fat-free shredded cheese, and we're gonna shred it on here. We're gonna put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. So let's see what we're gonna do. So I already picked up this morning some fat-free shredded cheese, and it's cheddar, so you can pick up whichever one you want, but because I'm trying to stay with 0 fat and 0 sugar, so I am trying to see what the stores have available for that, and this is the only one that was available with fat-free. So it's Kraft natural cheese, and it's fat-free cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it on here. It's gonna be yummy, gooey. So now we're gonna go ahead and put it in back into the oven for about 20 minutes until the cheese melts. Same temperature. We're just gonna go ahead and put it in for 20 minutes to get that gooiness of the cheese and make it look appealing. So here we go, set up the timer for 20 minutes. And there you go. So no change in the temperature. So we kept it at 350 and it's for 20 minutes. So once it beeps, we will see the results of our wonderful dish. And as you can see, I made the second one. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, yum. And I made this second one actually for my son, since he is allergic to dairy and he cannot have any dairy products. So we're gonna go ahead and make this one for him. So this is dinner, it's ready, you know, more than one meal. And if you have leftovers, save them for the next day. So, well, stay tuned and we'll be right back. Wow, welcome back. Now our oven is beeping, our concoction is ready. Let's take a look at our stuffed cabbage casserole. Turn off our timer. Get it out. It's gonna look amazing. Oh my goodness, it looks great. Look at that. It's bubbling. It's beautiful. So this is it. It looks beautiful. Look at it. So stuffed cabbage casserole, healthy, yummy, and guilt-free, good for you and your family. And you can make this ahead of time, stick it in the freezer if you'd like. And let's turn off this. Okay, so until next time, enjoy your stuffed cabbage casserole. It's amazing, and I'm gonna definitely enjoy it tonight with my family. Until next time, please subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you next time. Bye.